So I still yet to take y'all on a soulful walk. This is what I do at night. Like the track. I forgot I had the ability to record, walk, talk, think, all at the same time. I mean, it's beautiful. See, I was thinking about just taking a short little walk, but my soul is just pulling me. I practice what I preach, and if I'm gonna, be calling that, if I'm gonna be calling everyone soul drifters, might as well drift with my soul and show y'all, like, I practice what I preach. And if I'm not practicing what I preach, and if I do something wrong, that's the beauty of me. Let me know. Hey, everything is evolving. Damn, let me get out. I started recording and stuff, and I went right in the middle of the street. Internally, when I started talking, I got right into the middle of the street. I'm not in St. Paul no more. I can't do that. Let me get back on the sidewalk. That's that flow state. I think that flow state don't have to just be related to your mind. It could also be your body. Like, being mindful, you're aware of everything. You're aware of everything. So me being a philosophical soldier pilgrim, I analyze everything. And before, it used to be a bad thing. Now it is what drives me. Like, it's my hunger. That's what drives me, is the thinking. This free thinking, the thought experiments, the concepts, my whole core. That's always been me. I always was audacious enough to question. That's beautiful. I'm gonna let y'all sit on that one. I was always audacious enough to question. Oh yeah, and I'm a fucking poet. I'm a rapper. Like that. That was like, where did my love for language came from? Like, dude, I'm a poet. That shit. So like, I'm just a mess, bro. I'm a potluck of all these different things, and it's like, what can we do? If I'm a jack of all trades, what can we do? And no one. Out of all my videos I posted, because I'm my biggest fan. I love them. I could binge watch me, because I know I'm speaking truth. I know I'm a true enlightened one. I know that I did the work, And then I also, not only did I do the work, because you can tell yourself all these things, and belief is very powerful. Belief and faith. That's kind of what most religions, that's how they keep their followers in line, is through belief and faith. It's that, and then the balance of good and evil. They also have to be a fear. There's always a fear tactic. I'm just connecting dots. I'm not doing anything no one else can do. So I have to be really mindful and wise of what I try to say. Because like, the only way I can explain it, it's like exactly how I explained it in one of my other videos, is where I was like, Brandon is now my dad and my father. So me having that opportunity to dig deeper in oneself, but then take that person, take that whole entity, and embrace our, not only our duality, but our multidimensionality. How do we put these on a pedestal? How do we put these on a platter and we utilize them? And that's pretty much all I'm doing. All I'm doing is, but I already said it, man, is relearning. I'm relearning everything. Everything is, but instead of relearning, like, yeah, it's fresh eyes, but my daddy is very wise. My pops, my forever father, my pops is very wise, and he's been guiding me, and he left a little cookie trail leading to the light. And seeing myself in this light now, this is like an amazing, like, thought-provoking fucking thought experiment. And me even doing these experiments, this is something like college professors and stuff do. It's just philosophers and stuff like that. They do these experiments. That's how. Okay, because I'm not trying to like name drop people, because I'm not trying to have you guys like, y'all don't know what I know right now, because that's all I'm doing is studying. I'm not on TV. I'm not distracted since I decided this idea, since this little idea arose and I nurtured the idea. Just, there's so much shit that I want to say, but I'm not trying to say too much, because like I said, it's all new, and I don't want to necessarily speak on what I don't know, and I want to make sure everything I say is, one, based off of facts. Not only do I want to make sure that they're based off of facts, so everything I do is not a linear path. Everything I do, everything is hidden in plain sight. And me being an enlightened one at my core, like, that was like who I was supposed to be. Like, this is something like, I'm not supposed to be tapping into this. Like, this is my subconscious, or that's what they make you believe. They make you believe that your subconscious is in some other like realm or some other dimension. Okay, see, this is how I'm gonna say what been trying to say in the beginning. Okay, so what I found out is that oh my God, I just can't say anything. I can't, because it's too much right now. Like, at this point in time, that's why I gotta work on listening, receiving the information, and letting it just get nurtured. Because there's so much that I'm unlocking, so much that I can tell you guys. And I'm trying to tell you guys in the least amount of words, because this isn't a journey, this is an adventure. And this is my personal, like, my personal journey, my personal growth. And I always want to make sure that everyone else has room to be individuals. And I don't want them to, copy and paste. This is not an era for followers. This is an era for leaders. If we're going to revolutionize America, we got to stop repeating the same patterns. We have wonderful leaders. We got to close this book, this whole 300 years, or, it's been a minute since, the signing of the Declaration of Independence. If you think about it as a book, this book of America has like sagas and stuff. This is like, this and then every single time, throughout this book, like, yeah, there's these chapters and chapters, and every single fucking chapter we get to, it's just more corruption and more sadness and more mental illnesses, more, yeah, there's growth. I'm not trying to knock the brilliant minds that have shaped what is America today. I'm just telling you guys the view of my focal point. Like, I gotta be super clear because all these videos are gonna start piling up and blending together. But my focal point needs to be clear. This whole thing is based off of my perspective and based off of my own life's experiences. I basically took myself and I'm utilizing myself as my first real human experiment. And I'm conducting like real experiments, real scientific research, real philosophical research, psychological research, spiritual research. I'm tapping into actually being a student, but being a student of life and utilizing my old book as a way to demonstrate that we as human beings can evolve. So when they need documentation or they need proof of like, look at, you know, this is real actual growth. Yeah, I didn't get to document. Actually, no, I did it. Never mind. Everything is documented from the very beginning. My Facebook, the beauty of Facebook, everything is documented. So even if I wasn't recording like on here, I'm already been a blogger. Like, this is my internal like core. Like this, I might have not had the right language or the, look at me. I get into the flow state and I get right into the middle of the street. Like, this has always been me. This has always been my core. And no matter what information I can tell you, this is the direction I can take this. Like, no matter what information I can share, no matter all, because like that's like my hunger to jump on the video, and I want to right away, you know, just start telling you guys. I don't talk to anybody right now. It's just me in my head and me and myself, and this is my coping skill, and I want to be authentic to, you know, not only myself, but authentic to the coping skills that I use, so then people could realize, like, bro is literally just meditating, doing yoga, being mindful, like treating himself like a king and respecting himself, and, you know, doing everything in moderation. Like, I'm not a health freak. I gotta, like, yeah, I'm fasting and I fast, and, you know, this is my choice. That's what works for me. I haven't ate all day today. You know, I no longer consume when I don't feel like my body needs to consume. You know, we are bred on just ideas, and I can't express this enough. But no matter what I tell you guys, no matter if only enlightened individuals, or if I have some of these people that are just curious, have the audacity, the audacious capabilities to question or to wonder, or the audacity to step out of their comfort zone. And audacity is gonna be in my videos a lot, because they try to hide that shit. They don't want people to be audacious. So you know what they do now? I was trying to Google audacity, and this app kept on popping up, Odyssey or some shit kept on popping up, and I'm like, nah, audacity. And I was like, shit, like, cause I don't know how to spell these words. These are all new vocab words. I got no teacher. Brandon's my teacher, and he's when it comes down to vocabulary, he's kind of a dumbass. Yeah, he's a literary genius. Like, he's written multiple masterpieces and shit. But that motherfucker, when it comes down to like certain words and certain punctuations, and it's not necessarily the words that he fucks up. Remember, Brandon's also a higher being, but he's just not awoke. He's just not fully awake. He's still an enlightened one. He just doesn't know his worth and his power, and because of all the trauma and the abuse and all the shit that he had to endure. So he's lost in all that. So when it comes down to the English language, what I also know, and what I've known from the beginning, the first letter and the last letter is the only letter that really matters. All of the other letters can be like disorganized and stuff like that. And we, as the human brain, we're habitual creatures. And I've already, like, that's what I'm saying, my whole life has been philosophy. And this is Brandon teaching me, about, us and our habitual ways, and how, and that's why my thought experiments are so, like, controversial. It's because I have the audacity. I've embraced our old language. It's called etymology. So now I'm going to start doing quotes and shit now that I'm Nix, and I'm an enlightened being, and I don't want to, like, flood the world with this, and, like, it's just too much at once. I want to ease y'all into the light, or into my light, because I'm not forcing y'all to do anything. Y'all decided to click on the video. But anywho, being audacious is not something they want us to be. And they don't want us to be independently educated. That's how I can say it. They want us to have the ideas and ideals of independence, but they want to mold it in a way where we fall in line, where we are able to be drones. Even if we do get out of school, we still know how to function in the prison. That's a whole different topic. Like, my views are so crazy and controversial because no one taps into the old language and the etymology of language, of the words. Etymology is the study of the actual word. So yeah, we can Google the definition of the vocab, but when you look into etma, the sanctuary of Edema, Etymon, the sanctuary at Edema. But then if you take that, you take creative arts, and then you take reason. That's me in a nutshell. And I'm gonna continue taking this walk. I'm just gonna wrap this video up by just saying, like, this is happening. And that's kind of why I'm hesitant to say things. I'm trying to just wait until the journey, because, like, this is me. This is 29 years. I'm dedicating to this channel. This is me, 29 years. Every single day, I'm gonna try my best to jump on, and I'm gonna interact with the community. Because this is not for followers. It's not for subscription. This is my coping skill. I want to be clear on that. This is something that's gonna help me stay sane on my journey. You know how in Castaway, dude had Wilson. My soul drifters, my community out here, y'all gonna be my Wilson. I still have Charlie with me. But when I jump on here and I start coping and I start talking, remember, I'm screaming, Wilson. This is my Castaway story. This is my Forrest Gump story. The audacity to question. The audacious ability to dream once more. With nothing but love, knowledge, wisdom, peace, respect, unity. Clear mind, clear skies. May the Lamb provide, and the Spirit's always there to guide us. Forever yours, Nix.